Everyone, good morning. How are you doing? And welcome to Friday's edition of Contracting Chatter. Oh my goodness. It's been a long, amazing week. I know everybody is ready for a restful weekend. So, this morning segment isn't going to be long. It isn't going to be long at all. How are you doing, everybody? Uh, so, basically, what we're going to do is because I intend to set up the intention for next week, a few announcements, and then we're going to move it forward. Excuse me, y'all. I have I have a list of things on my desk that I just need to get accomplished today once I jump off the live. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Contracting Chatter, all things government contracting, all things business. Because don't forget, you are a business as well as a government contractor. And you have to make sure that your business foundation is solid if you wish to scale and grow your government contracting business side. So, what we're doing, as we know, the president has submitted his FY25 budget, and it's in the committees, it's making its way through Congress, and there are various interesting parts. And I was reading parts of it just before I went live, and that's why I'm doing a segue. I am actually going to tackle the bill by department instead of doing this overall synopsis. Previously, what I did was a masterclass on the bill. What I'm going to do is tackle the bill by department. Yesterday I did a breakdown of the presidential budget. I listed off the various departments of the government that was included in the bill. So beginning Monday, I'm going to tackle the department, what the initiative is, and how much that initiative is supposed to cost. So, as an example, the Department of Agriculture is where we're going to start Monday. And one initiative is to lower energy costs and to catalyze clean energy in rural communities. Somebody explain how rural communities don't have clean energy. And most rural communities that he's trying to reach are farms. They don't need clean energy, they're farms. And there's $13 billion allotted towards that. So we're going to look at that bill. We're going to analyze that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to and we're going to set up how does that benefit contractors? Where are the business opportunities in that? Because that's what this platform is for. Pulling out the business opportunities. There are people who are always complaining about the government. What I am saying is your business or you started a business to make a difference in your community. This is how you understand what is going on legislatively so that you can position yourself to take advantage of the legislation so you can make a difference in your community. Hello. Another initiative in the budget for the Department of Agriculture is high speed internet. He's brought that back again. and that is $2.3 billion. Now, what he's done is previously the high speed internet initiative was it phased out because the funding ran out. He is reintroducing it and giving it a larger budget that will span over 4 years. So I'm gonna read what how it's supposed to be funded, how the funding is supposed to be allocated, and how people. We're going to read it and we're going to talk about it on Monday, along with what else is in the budget for the Department of Agriculture. This is going to be amazing. We are also because I'm tying it back or attempting to tie it back to what he said in the State of the Union address, because he was establishing something akin to the Peace Corps, but he called it something else. And right now I can't think of what he called it. My mind is slipping me. I haven't had my coffee yet. It's slipping my mind what he called it. However, yeah, it's just falling out my head exactly what he called the initiative. But he's revitalizing something that was like the Peace Corps, but it's for domestic use. And he talked about it in his State of the Union address. When I think about it, I'll have it ready for you guys. So we're going to see how that plays into the budget. So that's what we're going to talk about next week. Yeah, I was reading the budget. I was almost late going live today because I was entrenched in reading the budget. It's 188 pages. Anybody who else wants to read it, you can go to whitehouse.gov. You can download their fact sheet. I always suggest that people read the actual budget for themselves because the fact sheet is basically a press clipping. The fact sheet always gives the highlights. It gives you everything from a warm, fuzzy, glowy feel. I'm not saying that's wrong because everybody presents stuff from a positive viewpoint. What I am telling you is you should, if you have time, read it for yourself and form your own opinion. What I attempt to do, and I have a very dry sense of humor, and I do say things a little tongue in cheek. However, I attempt to present things with no opinion. It's this, it's that, go for it. I try to present things from an analytical viewpoint. From a business standpoint, if you do it this way, you do that, this is the outcome. If I'm presenting an opinion, I clearly state it's an opinion. It's just as simple as that. Because there are too many people trying to tell people what to think. You don't need me telling you what to think. So the fact sheets are really the White House ways of telling you how to view the budget. Reading the budget itself allows you to view where the money is going, how they intend to use it, and you form your own opinion. If you have time, there's also a summary of the budget if you don't want to read 188 pages. The budget summary is also up there. The budget summary will give you the highlights. You still need to be aware of there's still some sprinkles of press in the summary. It's not as bad as the highlight. I mean, the other thing. However, just be aware of that. I always go back to my podcast. The podcast episode on proposal development is out there. There's a reel on my page where there's a snippet of the conversation. It's a little teaser that'll introduce you to part of the conversation of what we're talking about. If you just want a snippet, you can go to my page. You'll see part of the conversation. And then you can go to LT&A Contractors Conversation. It's streaming on Spotify, YouTube Podcast, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. I actually have multiple episodes up. My next episode is the three types of contractor. Everybody thinks there's only one way to do government contracting. No, there's three types of contractors. Once you listen to that, I think it'll free a lot of people because there are ways to do government contracting. There isn't one way to do it. There's three types of way to do it. And when you understand the ways to do it and you choose the way you want to do it, you can effectively and efficiently develop a strategy for how you want to do it that brings you grace and ease, will bring in the revenue that you wish to bring in, and your business can scale and grow from there. We also have the masterclass I taught last Friday, which were the benefits of government contracting. That is on my YouTube channel. I'm creating a reel which will contain a link that will take you directly to that. I have a business page on TikTok that will make it a lot easier than digging through my current page. I just don't have enough followers on that page to go live on that page. So my business page is LTACG, which is my corporate initials, LTACG. You'll find all of my strictly business content there. It's also in the description of my page that I'm live on now. If I can get enough followers over there, that's where I'll go live. I'll probably do a dual live between both pages. But that's the only reason I don't go live on my business page. I don't have enough followers on the business page to go live exclusively on that page. Everywhere else, I go live on my business page. Well, except LinkedIn. I need to get my business page to enough followers where I can go live on my business page on LinkedIn as well. I am hosting a summit in July, Contracting and Business Week. This will be the second year that I'm hosting. Well, actually, this is the third summit, the second year in a row that I'm hosting this summit, Contracting and Business Week. And I came up with a theme for it last night. So be on the lookout for the information on it. It's full week of actionable information. There's a VIP level where you can ask questions to the guests and the host. You'll get the edited recordings because I'm pulling all the recordings down after the end of the week. There's a workbook that'll come to the VIPs. There's just a lot of perks that come with being VIP. So, and then there's an extra day where the VIPs get to do some work in the room. So be on the lookout for that announcement. I have my book out, Keys to Government Contracting. I am working on the second installment of the book. And I'm also working on Power Partnering in Government Contracting, which is going to be my third book. So I just have a whole lot going on. As you also have heard, if you're a regular follower of mine, it's my company's 10th anniversary. So you're going to hear a lot as we count down to the 10th year anniversary celebration, which will end or culminate with a celebrational week. We're doing a podcast live. We're doing a huge event here in the Queen City of the South. And if you don't know what that is, that's Charlotte. Um, we just have a lot going on at the LT&A family, and we're inviting you along for the ride. So, with that said, I am closing out the live with this statement. As we're entering the weekend, take this time, no matter what you're working on, no matter what you've got going on, unless you have some sort of deadline that's due Monday. Take the weekend to decompress, walk away from your business, spend time with your family, because a stressed mind can never create. And I'm trademarking and copywriting that. A stressed mind can't create. So take time to walk away, spend time with your family, spend time with yourself with a good book, catch up on your favorite TV show, or just in quiet prayer and meditation. And I will see you on Monday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time for another installment of Contracting Chatter. I'm your host, Luciana Turner, and I will see you on Monday morning.